Yo, what is up guys, it's Pedro here, and in today's video we'll be giving you guys an injury update after that atrocity of a preseason game the Washington Commanders played against the New England Patriots. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, do all that good stuff. It really helps out a ton, so notification bell, like button, comment down below done after you are finished, and just ask whatever question you want. I will answer it. But let's get right into the video. So posted yesterday about, recapping the whole game. So you guys can watch that. But I did kind of talk about some injuries, but we didn't have, a lot of clarity on the Luke McCaffrey injury. I thought the Krosky Merritt injury was different than it was. So I want to clear that all up in this video. I am recording it a little bit after the game, so not recording it exactly the day you guys are seeing it. Well, I guess it's midnight, so whatever. But you guys get the point. But, Krosky Merritt, Bill, we got some good news about him. So he had a shoulder injury, or it got checked, but everything was fine. He came down really hard on it, and I knew it was from that play because, he got hit super hard, and then I guess after that, he was in the medical tent. I thought it was a concussion, but they didn't show the replay, and I was watching on the Patriots broadcast, so they definitely didn't show a replay of that play. But looks like it's good, which is really good news. Maybe they'll have him sit out a practice or something. But I mean, what, they just played today, Saturday, which is tomorrow. They won't have, or I guess today, they won't have a, they're probably not gonna have a practice. Sunday they probably won't have a practice. Maybe they will. My guess is they have a practice Monday or Tuesday. Maybe he misses a day. I definitely could see him not missing any days at all, which, is really good news. Seems like a really tough player, and I thought he had a good game. And you have to consider maybe the stats weren't 100% there. I guess I have it all right here, but let's see. And ESPN's got some crazy ads on the bottom, but you got Krosky Merritt. I was about to say the ads. The, stats weren't so good, 3.4 yards a carry. But again, he was working with second team guys going up against first team guys. So he, I thought, played well. And then receiving wise, had a catch for 8 yards. Also had another catch for like over 10 yards that got called back because of penalty, but it didn't really affect him. It was more in the backfield. So I thought he had a good game, and he's at a really good camp. I think maybe he's not RB1, but he's close. I really do believe he is close, and I think he should get a chance to at least, prove himself in the regular season to maybe become RB1 by the end of the season. I think it'll be B-Rob's job, probably, but, B-Rob's on a shorter leash, definitely, than he was entering the season last year. And yeah, so that's the injury update on, JCM, Bill, whatever you want to call him. I think he likes to be called Bill, but so Bill is good to go. And then Luke McCaffrey had a pregame illness, tried to play but couldn't, so played a little bit, and then I guess he, got hurt, or not got hurt, but just couldn't really, thug it out like that. So it is what it is. I feel like at that point, just don't play. Don't even try. It's a preseason game. You're sick. I don't know, man. Just, I would say don't play. Don't get your teammates sick. I mean, that's not even the biggest thing, but it's just like, it's a preseason game. But I guess he probably was the one who really did want to play, and, he wants to prove himself. So, yeah. Hasn't shown a lot from what I've heard and seen when I was there in camp, but, he has another game or two in the preseason to show what he can do, and we'll see from there if he's able to, contribute on Sundays. He's going to make the roster unless something crazy happens. He's making the roster. It's just a question of, all right, how much is he going to be wide receiver 3? Very, very unlikely. Is he going to be wide receiver 4? Is he going to be number 5, or somehow maybe 6? I would say number 6 and number 3 are very unlikely. My guess is 4 or 5. You got Terry, you got Debo, and you got Noah Brown, and then, probably Luke McCaffrey, but he's got to show more, and that's not a strong wide receiver 4 the way he's been playing. So, just something to monitor. And then another guy that got injured during the game, they didn't really give an injury update on him, but they did say, Bobby Price did get hit pretty hard, or I mean, I guess he went up for the interception, then hit his head back on the turf, which, does happen a lot. So he was in the blue tent. My guess is probably concussion, something like that. He's not making the roster. It just, yeah, that's my guess. He's just, not going to make the roster. It obviously sucks that he got hurt. Any injury sucks, concussions especially, because those are long-term things. Not 100% sure he got a concussion, but, it's likely from the way, he was reacting and everything. But he's a guy that maybe could make the practice squad. Who knows? Maybe he balls out and makes the roster. I just don't see it. But, can't count anyone out. But that is it for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Just a quick injury update for you guys on a Saturday. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.